Hey everyone, it's Aubrey, recovering perfectionist slash gardener, and today we're back in the garden for another weekly garden tour. Today I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm not going to go through and show you everything like I kind of have been doing. I want to focus on things that I've been noticing and then a couple random things that I've done here and there. And yeah, that's all. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so first thing that I'm noticing is tomatoes. These ones seem to be doing what tomatoes do, growing, being green and whatnot. This one's getting a wee flower right there, and this one as well. But the tomato that is over hither, see the bottom leaves? Like, see how those bottom leaves are yellow? And even the top leaf, the upper leaves look like they're starting to get yellow. I've read that nitrogen deficiency is a possibility, but then also just that it's normal for the bottom leaves to yellow and fall off, which I'll figure it out. Ooh, butterfly. My basil is still looking burnt, but new growth is coming, so I'm not gonna panic. Let's see, and then I'm really excited about how well our spinach is doing. I didn't have any come up last year, like at all. This is the bottom, this is the roots and butt of a butter lettuce that I had gotten from the grocery store that I planted here that I just want to see. It looks like it has actually grown a smidge in the middle. And then I found myself at a little produce stand on the side of the road one day when I forgot to bring water with me in the car. And they had, I want to say it was like $3 for 4 lettuce plants. And I wasn't going to buy any starts, but my lettuce really just was not doing what I wanted it to do. And I wanted more in the garden. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 those additions. Let's see, something else. There's something else. Okay, so these 2 pumpkins that I have planted up here. This one's doing that, and this one's doing that. They were seeds that I had saved from a carving pumpkin from a pumpkin patch that we had gone to a couple years ago. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I've noticed that, I guess really just with those ones. It's kind of odd. See, this cabbage plant, I'm graduating it right now from the wastebasket. It's doing pretty good as far as I can tell. This one's doing okay. This one's getting big. I'm gonna shift that a little bit. And then that one there, and then this one. I think that I might end up just planting some flowers there and dedicating my heart and soul to the 3 that are actually getting established. I've noticed some yellowing in the leaves of a couple of these squash plants. Let's see. I honestly can't really remember what's what. I think it's spaghetti squash and then the small white pumpkins. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I had 2 small black-eyed Susan vines that were looking like they were on the brink of death. I just put them in the ground here a few days ago to see what happens. I'm curious to see if anything happens there. Oh, and then there were some carnation starts on the back side of the garden that were really crowded. So I pulled those 2 out and just transferred them over here. Let's see, I finally got around to planting my pepper plants. I don't think that I had done that yet in last week's video. They were the pepper plants from Haley. That's a group of like 4 plants. And then I was able to separate most of them. I think there is one where a couple of them are stuck together. And then that's the sriracha plant that I had gotten for Josh. My lavender that I was avoiding doing anything with really just did not want to die. And so I finally got around to transplanting it up into these here. It's not dead. So we'll see what happens there. If I'm able to get a few lavender plants, I'll be super excited. I think between the 3 pots that are up there, there's 12 or something like that. Let's see, I feel like there's something else I did. Oh, I moved the morning glory seeds in here. I believe they need a little bit more heat than what they're getting out here. It hasn't been cold, but it also hasn't been hot. So let's see, anything else exciting happening? Oh, in the compost, there were a bunch of just squash plants growing. I don't know what they were. I pulled several out and planted, I believe 6. It looks like these 2, ooh, that was weird. These 2 are the only ones that aren't dead yet. Oh, just kidding, there's that guy. So we'll see, could be cool. All right, well, that is all, I think. Ooh, just kidding. Afterthought. So I believe that I had mentioned these flowers. They're called wallflowers, and it's a wildflower, and I don't think I'd ever really heard of them before, but they smell so amazing. They're these orange ones here. Oh, I wish I had smell vision. Like, they're not I suppose they're not the prettiest things I've ever seen, but they smell gardenia-y. I know that's not a real word, but it's got a scent and it's good. All right, that's all. I am going to now go do some things. Thanks for tagging along for another video. I'll see you next week. And as always, I love you. Have fun and be kind.